gym or anything like that, talk to these guys because they're so in tune with what they're doing. They're so willing to help, and their customer service is second to none. So I'm extremely grateful to be part of, be able to work with Watson and be able to work with guys like Justin and Tom. So saying that, I talk too much, and I'll pass off the microphone. Because of that increased range and decreasing shoulder injuries.
Never needs to give you more power when you go back to a regular bench, right?
Right. So the idea behind strength curves is you're strongest in the middle, you're weakest at the extremes. If you can proportionally get weaker or stronger at the extremes, you should theoretically, logically get stronger in the middle. So what this is doing is giving you a greater opportunity to work those extremes of the range, which again, it comes back to getting strong at the extremes. This is going to allow you an opportunity to get stronger there, and you will therefore get stronger in the middle because you're giving your body more stability, you're giving your body greater integrity around a joint, thereby affording you an opportunity to get stronger in the mid part of the range, which is where most strength athletes want to get strong.
Yeah, but I had an opportunity of actually trying your bench out, and I was really amazed by how much more proprioception awareness I had on my spine. So a lot of people don't necessarily understand that the alignment of our spine in consideration with our shoulder blades is also going to necessarily cause quite a lot of dysfunction. This bench just gave me such awareness of where I was in space, and as soon as I deviated off the form, keeping my spine extended, and having only done amateur bodybuilding and having done incorrect exercise for so many years, to the point where I educated myself, so irritated, the spine is so flexed around thoracic. But this bench has just been it's going to be the game saver, I reckon.
I think it's not be a good thing depending on what your goal is, right? If you're trying to isolate that rear delt and isolate that glenohumeral adduction, then, well, let's isolate that. And if I'm trying to work my scapular retractors as well, then do that too. And I do both. You know, there's opportunity certainly to do both.
100%. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think in order to isolate any muscle growth, you need to understand the anatomy around the joint in question. Now, the shoulder is such a complex joint, and the rear deltoid is one component of the shoulder joint. So in other words, the only way you're able to maximize the growth of the muscle in isolation is to limit the involvement of the other muscle groups if you're training for isolation or isolation or hypertrophy. So 100%, I agree with you with that completely.